Okay, we've arrived at station number 5, which is my smallest station. Built in 1957. It houses 3 firefighters, sometimes up to 4, but not normally. As I said, it's my smallest one. Yeah, when we get inside, you're going to see what I'm talking about. So, structurally, it's in great shape. The guys have done the best they can to keep it up to snuff. But we'll go inside and we'll show you some of the issues we're talking about. Okay, as you come in through the back door, what you can see is our bay, and very, very, very tight. One of my problems here is we've talked about being able to drive through, which we certainly can here. But this bay is so short. On the new rig that we're just purchasing, I had to make sure, because rigs do move around, I had to make sure that it wasn't too long to fit in here. Now, without the truck being in here, it looks like there's plenty of room. It is actually very, very tight. As you scan across the room, I'm not going to rehash it, but again, the same issue with the turnout gear. The UV light, the fluorescent lights, the off-gassing, and that sort. As you look off on the back wall, this is the best I got for decontamination. Another slop sink. I don't have that area that's segregated away from the rest of the living quarters. So structurally, though, the building's in pretty good shape. As we walk down this way, just a small little half bath off of the bay. Just your standard bathroom. Once we get into the living quarters, you're going to understand what I'm going to show you here. Now, the problem with this, again, is the firefighters have made this into a living space upstairs, but there's nothing preventing all of this fumes and the off-gassing and the carcinogens and stuff from going up there. So as we go up, you'll take a look at what I'm talking about. For a long time, too, we also had turnout gear that was being stored up here, which we try to avoid now if at all possible. So as you walk into the secondary overflow exercise room, I still sometimes question about the weight limits. I've been downstairs when I've been visiting the stations, and there's been somebody up here running on the treadmill, and I mean you can just hear the pounding on the ceiling. So maybe not the best, but we get by. It's a little bit quiet up here. I know the guys like it because it gets them away, but we're making do. So a little study area just over here on the corner. They have a desk. Certain things we could do up here. Off into the living area, and as you walk through here, this is the front door where customers or the citizens like yourselves will be coming in. This is the only work area in this station. This is it. This is where they have to do reports. This is where they can do some training by themselves. Really not a good work area. Plus, it's you have an impeded flow path going through here. So certainly something we need to look at. As we transition into the living area, you got the lounge, the dining room, and the kitchen all jammed into one. And being in a station 24 hours when you're on top of everybody, you try to get away sometimes. So you're spending a lot of time all jammed into here. Very small, food prep area. Again, the kitchen table, very, very small. Not a lot of space in here for the guys to be living right there. Give you a little better view of what they live in. So as we transition back, you have the bathroom is off of here. Kind of hard to see. We have one shower that's there. As I've pointed out before, if the firefighters have anything on them, they're having to walk through their living quarters to shower. Okay, we'd like to try to avoid having that happen again, just so we don't have that cross-contamination. As in the other stations, you do have a little bit of privacy here with all the lockers, but not as much as we'd like. But certainly workable. This is better than the big open dorms, in my opinion. So, and then this door goes directly out into the bay. And really, that is station number 5. Not very big. Works pretty well. The door, I can't raise the door up any higher, so I have the same problems as I do at station number 3 and station number 4 of having to only have certain types of apparatus that can be housed in here. So one of the recommendations that we're making is that we just not relocate station number 5 or do anything, but just see what we can do as far as expanding on it, building a little bit different, maybe moving out to the west to accommodate the different things that we need to do and to give the guys a little bit more room. Now, the report that's online makes a recommendation of either refurbishing it or tearing it down and building new. I'm not so sure that I would necessarily recommend maybe tearing it down and rebuilding. I think there's certainly things that we could do that would be a little more cost effective as far as to refurb, simply because I think we have the ability to go to the west a little bit. But again, please, if you can, make the tours, ask any questions that you have about the stations, and try to stay as informed as possible. So we're going to move on to hopefully the next station. So thank you very much.